Hello, welcome back, my classy people. Wayne Bolden here at the Speed King channel as always, and of course you see we're outside of our studio. We're sitting in the middle of the living quarters, of course, and we will be back in the studio as we come up on our 2-year anniversary on Travers Day. We did our very first video on YouTube to the community on Travers 2020 COVID style. So again, a great time. We're doing a little upgrades back there, taking some of the money that we've earned and some of the money that you've donated and doing a few lighting and audio and backdrop stuff like that, just to give it a new flavor for sure. But again, I just want to thank each and every one of you for your support, and most of all your friendship and your classiness, right? It really means a bunch to me that we have a place to go. So thanks so much. And of course our tip sheets is a way to support us, which we will have them available for the Travers Saturday card. Email me at speedking24@yahoo.com. Speedking24, they're $20 a track for the track. We'll analyze the entire card and give you our top selections, as well as buying the Speed King a coffee and or shirts. Speedking24@yahoo.com. Well, we're taking a look, let's dial right in, at Saratoga's stake races on Friday. It's 6 of them up there, and they're all New York breds. And I don't have to tell you how good the breeding program is in New York. I mean, just some wonderful horses that come out of New York bloodline, very precocious. And race number 8 on the card is the Yaddo Handicap, 1.16 miles on the grass for $200,000, and it's for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. You have a full field of 12 here, but only 11 will probably run because the 12 horse Wasp is entered for main track only, and it's going to be nice, so it's not going to come off the grass. So we don't expect Wasp to get in at all, the number 12. So it's a field of 11 in the 8th race, 1.16 miles on the lawn for 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares, for sure. Well, we're going to just give you our top picks. I analyzed this race for quite a while, and as most turf races go, these races could be evenly matched. They usually come down to a trip, right? If you get the right trip and you get the splits when you need them, these races are fairly close all the time. And we're going to lean to the number 6 horse, a horse that hasn't been on the grass. No, he didn't just come up with a non-grass horse. I did. The number 6 horse, Make Mischief. Well, Make Mischief is trained by Mark Cassie, and Dylan Davis is in the yards. 6 wins from 19 starts, 4 seconds and 4 thirds. Actually, this horse isn't rated very well for the turf, but the speed figures and the company this course has been keeping on the dirt, I don't know how we don't at least give him a blink over, being in an overnight stake race is hooking his own kind. This horse has been in, again, in the Princess Rooney Stakes, on July 2nd, a grade 2, in against CC and Spirit Winds. The horse also been in the Ruffian against Search Results and Royal Flag and Lady Rocket. The horse has also been in against Sharp Star, who is a nice horse in his own right. And the test stakes where Bella Sophie is and Super Sensation. I mean, the Mother Goose in against Zagel, always Karina and Clariere. I mean, the Eggcorn against Search Results and Obligatory. I mean, 8 Bells against Obligatory and Day Out at the Office. I mean, this horse just keeps grade 2, grade 3 company all the time. And to me, Make Mischief, even though he's never or she's never been on the grass, she is a 4-year-old. I wouldn't say she's lightly raced, but she does have 19 starts, and she has winning ways, if you ask me, with 6. And her dirt figures are just so good, and the company she's been keeping. And again, if this horse takes to the grass, and I don't think Mark would put this horse on the turf if he didn't think it can happen. He knows how to put these horses on a synthetic up in Canada and anywhere else, to be quite frank with you. So this Gary Barber owned horse, to me, Make Mischief, does own the best numbers in here. The only question is not the distance, it's the surface. I believe the two biggest factors in horse racing is surface and distance, of course. And the enemy of horse racing, to me, is always ground loss, right? But to me, I mean, Make Mischief have to be given a shot here. So I'm willing to make the horse my top pick. I mean, I will take a dirt horse going on the turf for the first time, like our horse, a Moray, on Thursday. If the horse has some speed, it appears to be easier to navigate the turf if you have some forwardness about you out the gate, you know, sitting within range, not necessarily on the lead, but the second or third spot. It has a tendency to transfer a little better, I think, just from what I've seen. But Make Mischief is very speedy. I think the only horse that can go out with her is probably Pure Bold, maybe the 8 horse. But this horse may be on the lead by herself. So again, we're going to give Make Mischief a chance in here for Cassie, taking on the turf for the first time, for sure. And our second pick here will be the number 10 horse. I mean, Classic Lady. The old classy lady. The number 10 horse, Classy Lady, trained by who? Christopher Clement, the Hall of Famer, the classy Christopher Clement. And you got the genius in the yarn, Joel Rosario. Of course, you know, anytime there's a stake race, and apparently if it's at Saratoga, you probably should start your handicapping out with what horse is Joel Rosario on, because apparently he wins majority of the stake races up there. He's just such a great rider, so patient and so classy he is. I call him the genius because he does everything right from what I see. Of course, they all make mistakes. But Classic Lady, to me, you know, this 7-year-old by Jimmy Creed, see Casa Creed, right? Classic Lady at 5 wins from 24 starts, 6 seconds, and 5/3 for $400,000. Clement knows where to put him. Returning off of a 46-day freshening from the Penny Memorial Stakes down there at the Parks on the 12th of July, where, you know, Princess Grace smacked him around, and Flirting Bridge smacked him around. But 2 back at Belmont on May 30th, the horse earned a very nice speed figure and ran second by a nose. So again, to me, Joe Rosario knows this horse. He's been on this horse the last 2 times. Even though it's a 7-year-old, only to have 24 starts, probably useful and not beat up. Of course, it's in Christopher Clement's barn, right? So for us, the number 10 horse has an equal chance to win this race, as much as I think Make Mischief does the number 6. So our second pick here will be that classy lady for Christopher Clement. And of course, Joe Rosario. And our third pick is the number 5 horse. Now, I mean, take a look at this. This horse is kind of sneaky good. The number 5 horse, Runaway Rumor. Runaway Rumor is one of the only 4-year-olds in the race. This filly is by Flint Shar, on the back end by Elusive Quality. 12 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, and 1/3. Abreu is our trainer of record, and you have Flavian Pratt in the yards. My guy Flavian is in the yards, and this horse is kind of sneaky good. Now, this horse got smacked around on May 30th in the overnight stake race at Belmont, which was the Mount Vernon Stakes. The horse was 6-5 that day and ran 5th by 5. Looked like the horse had some trouble. The Sconnell was up that day, and it was beaten by Classic Lady, our top pick in here. But I'm going to tell you now, you need to, it doesn't appear that she's ran that well this year. I mean, they brought her out as a 4-year-old. You expect her to run really well off her 3-year-old line, but she has 4 starts as a 4-year-old. And as I look at it, it just doesn't seem like she's put it together at all. I mean, she hasn't been in that, yeah, I guess she has been in pretty deep. Of the 4 races, it's a grade 2 and 2 grade 3s. You know, and the race that they thought she should have won was that Mount Vernon overnight stake race where Classic Lady beat her. So to me, Runaway Rumor has an opportunity here that quietly is sneaky good. I'm going to use this horse equally with my top 2 picks. I really do like our top 3 picks. I think either or any 3 of them could win this race for sure. So again, Runaway Rumor to us, we're going to use equally. So if we had to round out our super, we would probably throw in the 9 Classic Colors with Jose Ortiz up. So in this year's Yaddo Stakes, 8th race on the card, our top 3 picks we like equally, okay? The number 6 horse, Make Mischief, the number 6 is going to be our top pick. And the number 10 horse, Classic Lady, of course, with Clement and Rosario. And like I said, the Runaway Rumor, the number 5, is sneaky, sneaky good. You know, you may get a square double-digit price on it, so it's 4-1, 5-1, and 6-1, and get this done. Remember, the Runaway Rumor was 6-5, 2 back or 3 back against Classic Lady. Okay, after having run with grade 2 and grade 3 horses, they expected that horse to win that race and probably should have in that overnight stake races. Probably a bounce back with my boy Flavien Prat in the arms. Notice I'm not beating Flavien up no more. You know, I have big respect for that young man. I just don't like to put my money on him. So the number 5. So for us in this year's Yaddo Stakes, it will be 6, 10, 5 in that order, and if you wanted to round out the super, it would be the number 9 Classic Colors for us here. We like our top 3 picks equally. We'll use them all in our multiple race wagers. Pick 3s, pick 4s, pick 5s, like that for sure. Once again, 5, 10, no, 6, 10, 5 in that order. Thanks so much. As always, thanks so much for your support. Looking to get back into the studio real soon here. Stay classy, y'all, and all that you do.